Guess the glue.
What would you want to go in gold? Carry? Did you just go carry?
Sand rises when I give
Ah,
the word.
Bruno. Interesting.
Khalid. All
I'm
right.
not too sure about the Bruno pick, but I do like the Khalid.
I think it's for kiteability, for chunk on the beefier members. Knock back with the worldie, maybe? Is the idea. We're definitely going for a front to back plus Fanny type of deal. EVOS are looking stuck in a proper front to back. The only real dive potential is the Moskov.
Rizzler? Did they go to Rizzler?
Oh.
Solid. They can go.
Lapu?
Can they go Lapu again?
Yeah, they can go Lapo again.
Zone the Yves, zone the Bruno.
Yeah, I was thinking about for the Eve as well.
No, wait, Arlet is still open, right? Oh, Hylos XP, just like Pikachon against Super Dan.
They lost that, right?
Or, no, it's Gluck. It's Gluck. It's Gluck.
It's Gluck?
I think so. I mean, last...
Oh, will they shatter the hope that RRQ have so desperately built for themselves? Let's head over into the game. Let's head over into the land of Dawn.
Here we go. Game number 2. Can RRQ prolong the series? Can they run it back? Mission impossible.
The last thing they want to have happen is to get swept cleanly in a match like this. They have a lot to show up for. Let's see how this goes, man. With the Khalid Eve, though, they definitely have a lot of damage in the early game. EVOS definitely respecting it just a little bit. The Revitalize, though, for Key is something that RRQ needs to be careful if they want to go for some kind of early invade or an early turtle fight.
Super Ken trying to go for the orange buff. Really good start by Albert there. Up against a purple buff start, Fanny. You go for your orange first. Ooh, oh, it's Super Toy with a goal.
He's just farming gold right there. Gold buff, gold on the turret. And Super Ken's getting a bit of a head start here. Emblems by you. Tenacities for EVOS, man.
Oh, wow.
They understand the danger coming in. For RRQ, though, Super Toy with the Fatal and the Weapon Mastery. It's all about that late game and the crits, baby.
Wow. Already high tempo here in the early stage of the game. But it looks like things have slowed down a little more as well. Albert looking for perhaps a invade into the enemy jungle, looking to pick up that jungle away, trying to deny it away from Super Ken, who's also tried to mirror that play. As we take a look at the audience prediction now by GoPay, 68% for EVOS fans for the White Tigers.
Dang. Not really too big of a surprise in the current situation.
Can they kill
Super Ken. Ooh. Airline being chunked down significantly. I don't think a full-on dive is realistic. In the mid lane, though, already some kind of moves here. EVOS grouping up, trying to avoid damage.
Cables on Key. Violence down, Dark Wave already there. Glorious pathway with the RWM on Rins. Few with the lift up now. Super Dan walks up. It's first blood to Rins. Edok very low. Few will not pop the Crimson Beacon. Just a quick kill for RRQ.
That costed him quite a bit, though. I guess only the flicker for Edok and a bunch of ultimates. Now EVOS are gonna try and contend. Luke is in the picture, though. Can they stall long enough? Super Ken going for the purple buff first.
See it. Few.
Love advantage.
Third player, Super Ken has a purple buff already. Albert's gonna walk up. As we look at the back line, jumping on. Super Dan gonna be chunked as low. Oh, they go all in. Super Ken with the cables. But Dan picks up the kill. Now Rin's able to flicker out of safety as Albert goes for the chase and now stomps him down. It's a kill to Albert. A 2-for-1 trade.
And it looks like EVOS are continuing their objective take. Edok is still in the vicinity, perhaps looking for a steal over, but remember Albert is still holding on with that retribution.
This is rough. The level advantage for Albert, and afterwards, the planning. EVOS are ready for Super Ken to try and get in there. They make sure they don't rush anything and play it slow.
Few. Yeah, trying to go for the cutthroat, but Few has Brave Smite. It's always nice and handy.
For sure. Unlimited health, technically. With the Elegant Gem already built up for him as well, he's actually a lot tankier than you would imagine. So now for the Fanny, the only real target is going to be the Moskov. EVOS did a great job removing potential targets for Super Ken.
Oh.
And with Key being the roamer, that Law and Order can stop Super Ken at a moment's notice.
By the way, Blue versus Phobius. Is that a winning lane for Phobius or Blue?
Blue. I think in theory it should be the glue.
Okay.
So Super Dan isn't doing too bad. But again, RRQ, I think they really wanted a bit more tempo than what they have right now. EVOS actually has the ever so slight gold advantage.
57 heart rate BPM for the baby alien.
Super chill.
Oh, Rins too, 62.
Edok,
Edok.
147.
High cortisol.
Calm down.
Dang.
Toy's chill too. Very chill.
Wow.
I guess that shows you again how much the roamer has to get
How
the
much
heartbeat
stress?
pumping. Yeah, gotta like think
Ken as
about
well.
everything. Where is everyone? What's going on?
I mean, he
Jungle and
is
roam.
on a Khalid, right?
Yeah, he's on a Khalid too, so a lot of risky situations here. Doesn't know what if Key is in the bush. What if Albert comes out there, has to take him out. Oh, roaming boost for Luke. Rapid boost.
Alright.
Interesting choice. 40 seconds for the next turtle to spawn in the game. Albert still holds a 1 level lead over Super Ken. We're seeing resources all up, but it looks like EVOS are there first.
All right. Right now, EVOS have the control. They sent Erlan to the top side. Macro Gaming. Super Ken can 1v1 him, but not really a winnable matchup technically.
Not right now. It's 0-0-2 Super Ken.
Exactly. Super Ken still actually stealing camps away here. I think they are assuming EVOS wants to go for a fight, not the neutral objective. So the longer they stall this out, the more value Ken actually gets.
Yep. That's why the lead is gone. RRQ doing a pretty good job this game, keeping things level. Up top an attempt. Spirit of Misery already there. Super Ken does not have the purple ASOD! Almost lands. Erlan wants to go for the 1v1! Spirit of Misery flicker! Erlan! A solo kill! Up top under turret as well! As Albert picks up the red tree. Luke flickers into the slam on Toy. My lord!
It's a power pick for a reason, and Erlan shows off there, going very aggressive under turret. He doesn't get killed, he opens space for the rest of his team to pick up that neutral objective.
Well played.
1,000 gold lead now for the White Tigers.
Raging Sandstorm on Few. He's gonna use the Crimson Beacon now to lift Edok up. Oh, he's barely out of range. Few cannot get close enough. Albert gets on his horse, meanwhile Luke cuts him off. But that's about it. Raging. Whoa! RBM, Super Ken looking to play. Few flickers out the safety. Now Super Ken gets the cut throw, but it's only onto Key as he pops the Revitalize, and it does no damage. Luke, no, Mount Super Dan brings him back to the team. Albert's right there with the Shang as Edok goes and heals back up. Dan is left alone against 4.
It's not enough damage, man. Super Toy gets a turret, but EVOS, despite all that, only 700 gold ahead. That's definitely a bit peculiar. But they have the late game with this Moskov, and man, the Forgotten Tiger, every game this season reminds us like who was being forgotten, man. He is showing up with these crazy outplays every single game.
That's my boy right there.
By the way, EVOS' gold lead is on Luke. 1,000.
Oh man. He can carry with this pick.
I mean,
look,
is that
he's
normal?
building glowing wand. He's building damage.
We haven't seen like a Luke glue. I mean glue EXP
Yep.
hold the gold lead. It's usually like either on the jungler or on the gold laner.
That is true.
Right. Disengage from RRQ. Again, now they're hesitant. They were the ones trying to fight earlier. Super Ken trying to see if he can create a sequel. With 10 seconds to go, though, both teams are waiting around. RRQ, man, they don't really have the right tools to really push the pace onto EVOS. And Erlan going with the Golden Staff.
Yep. Oh my goodness. Oh, Shank mounted everything! Luke picks up the kill. The purple buff goes to Super Ken, but now Super Toy is going to be ran down by Albert on the turret. RWM and the cables as well by Super Ken. No damage! Luke in the back, SOD! By Erlan, snipes Toy under tier 1. Dan? Huh? Erlan just picking up 3 turrets down below.
That was nearly really bad for Luke, but luckily Erlan had that SOD and was able to take Super Toy down.
Key with the stun. Now it's Albert with the horse. The 2 horses on Dan. Unfair, man.
And they all fall one by one to the hands of EVOS.
He was unwilling to let go of the Lord. Paid for it with his life, though. RRQ.
Hey.
Oh, and MPL ID Extremer. Mas Ade right here in the building. Where the heck is he?
He's right there, Raj. Right there.
Yeah, you can see him. All right.
And he's wearing the RRQ drip as well.
Oh my goodness. We know he's blue inside though, because man, EVOS are doing really well right now. Purple buff taken by Ken, so there's a little bit there.
What can he do with that purple buff, man? Again, no targets available for him. The only real thing he can do is maybe 1v1 Erlan. No Wind of Nature just yet, no Swift Trinity just yet. But you've already seen that backfire once. Okay. Movement speed gets Edok out of the situation. Going on a glue. Wow. Yeah, things are looking dire for RRQ. 4-3 gold lead for EVOS. They still have to be very careful. And the thing is, Super Toy on the Bruno, he is not doing enough damage at all, man. They are shrugging off his basic attacks, his balls.
Again, another case of survival versus hope. If EVOS lose this 2-0,
Oh, Dark Wave from Super Dan. Good disengage, but he's gonna get chunked down so low. He's gonna go for the pickup now as Dan moves into the midst of it all, but Erlan slices through him. SOD! Don't take that one, Forgotten Man.
they're going to be able to clear for now. Inhibitor still stands. There is still a wave that is pushing from all three angles. RQ, can they defend?
Whoa, jump in the back line, trying to go for the zone. Will be able to do so. Now the Phantom Seed, Albert! Try to go for it. Spear of Misery pins Ken inside of the base. Far lane turret taken by the White Tigers.
Holy protection down on all three lanes as well. And EVOS, they got the far side lane. I don't know how long RRQ can keep this up, man. Super Toy, only in 2 items. He needs a lot more. 6k gold lead, and now I think EVOS have what it takes to kind of keep RRQ in the base too.
Alright, no purple buff as well, once again for Super Ken. They should be able to utilize him, but it's still going to be really hard without the purple buff. Lack of energy, and looks like EVOS, they still want to play the aggressive route. Going into the enemy jungle, once again, picking up the purple again. Absolutely no space for Super Ken in this game.
They might pull a cheeky one and go into the jungle of EVOS instead while they are in RRQ's jungle. But man, the risk is just so high. Berserker's Fury finally completed for Super Toy. It's gonna ramp up his damage just a little bit. But on the flip side, if you look at the items, Dreadnought, well, built for Luke. Brute Force already for Albert.
Oh, the flex.
Wow.
Which one is he flexing? His 2 World Championship titles or EVOS' 1?
That's crazy.
Either which, it's a flex that RRQ can't replicate.
Oh man, it's so brutal because it was EVOS who beat them in the grand finals of M1 as well. Oh lord.
That's a rough one. RRQ forced to deal with the mental warfare as well right here.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. 6k gold lead. I don't think they're gonna contest. They're gonna just try their best to defend here and maybe go for a trade. Man, looking at the items again.
Take that turret, the top side. Oh, it falls. It falls for RRQ.
One. Wind of Nature competed for Erlan though. Now I think it's gonna be almost impossible. Erlan needs to make a massive blunder if he's gonna get taken out here, I think. And there's no reason to even go for that. Edok, trying to be sneaky. Whoa.
Sneaky now.
Can you get Erlan though?
Radiant stands on the flicker. Erlan. Oh, he's gonna be. Oh, he pops up into nature! Erlan able to flicker out to safety! My goodness, Luke in the back now! Tries to go for the mount on Rins. The SOD lands. Luke's hanging up at the turret now. Do they take the SODs? The question. It's an all-in as Few is able to go for the kill and Few falls. Erlan's still in the mid lane. Albert gets a double. Ken takes down a 2-time world champ. Albert gets the killing spree. Erlan's on the base. And now it's all-in with the cables, but it's not gonna be enough as Erlan clears it out. 2-0 in the Classic Derby for the White Tigers.